We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from Seattle.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage? A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Now he'll look to throw it.
And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That's pulled in at the 32. A strong running. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's 2nd and 3. And now they'll shift things around.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Ready.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Commanders. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Inside the 20. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They run it with James. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Ready. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Greer. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
This is Greer. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, green. Seal, black. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Now they go play action with Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he gets it down to the 32. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards.
Gain of 43 yards. First down, Washington.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
On the ground, it's James. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's clear. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And bulldozing his way through. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Back to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Ready.
Brings up second and 17.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A carry for Greer. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good.
Right kick, by the way, Charles, a career low.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Another throw for Howell.
And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off-play action. It's Howell. That is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Set, ready.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Blue check. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On the ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Set, go.
Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Going to give to Greer here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check right.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready?
Up the middle they go.
Greer. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 2nd and 9. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Let's go. Charge. Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man, had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium, combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here.
Here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Greer, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Here's James. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Now Howell. Out left to Dotson.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. Ready.
The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Pause red. Set.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Chart the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Bryce Hall there defensively.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, Howell now. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches say. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
He'll take it at the 42.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
James. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Sharp hauls it in. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. It's Howell with another throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Howell throwing for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Commanders 22, Seahawks 19.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Red, yellow. Set.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Drill 3. Ready?
He's back to throw. And this is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Red, cycle. White, white.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Back to throw.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
8-yard gain.
Black
It's
shot.
4th down.
Smash. Red. Set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 62-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Let's go.
This is 1st and 10.
Slide through. Hut.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
At the 36-yard line.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that.
you